was a pretty good read, not gonna lie. But don't worry, I read it, so you guys don't have to. What's up, you guys? My name is Antoine, and welcome to my channel where I like to talk about real estate, investing, as well as lifelong learning. And if that sounds good to you, be sure to hit the subscribe button down below and turn on the bell notifications. And I just finished reading up The Presentation Secrets of Steve Jobs and how to be insanely great in front of any audience. Hopefully that makes my videos a little better. Anyways, I'm going to go through the main points in the book and kind of summarize it. And to be fair, I haven't done something like this, basically a book report, since middle school, so bear with me. And if you guys don't know who Steve Jobs is, he's basically the guy who used to unveil all of Apple's big releases and get everyone super excited for him. So he was kind of like the ultimate hype man, and he definitely had a large role in Apple's success. So the first big thing you're going to want to do is plan. Obviously, you can't wing every presentation, have it be stellar. And basically, Steve Jobs likes to create using a storyboard and kind of plan out how he wants his presentation to look, as well as kind of how he wants it to flow. And he also makes it clear to the audience what his presentation is going to consist of, as well as breaking it down into 3 main parts, because that's kind of a digestible number for most people. Which is kind of like in my intro when I tell you that my channel is about real estate, investing, and lifelong learning. And when he's presenting his slides, he wants them to complement his presentation, not overpower them, because he wants them to be engaging but simple. And you have to just eliminate the clutter that you have on your presentations. And when he does have words on his slides, he makes sure that they're Twitter-like headlines, right? Things like the world's thinnest MacBook. So basically he wants it to be something kind of clickbaity, hopefully like what I named this video. And in every presentation there's a story, and in every story there's a good guy and a bad guy. So you have to create someone to be the antagonist, and the antagonist doesn't necessarily have to be a competitor. It could also be the problem and you're the one with the solution. And by kind of presenting like this, you give the audience member someone to root for. So for me, my antagonist would probably be people who believe that they're in the rat race and they have no real way to kind of get out of it. And my solution would be my content and my journey of me kind of trying to do the same thing. And the most important aspect of the book, in my opinion, is that it wants you to focus on answering the question of why should I care? Because in reality, no one cares about your product. They just care about how it'll make their life better. We're very selfish people. So you have to be clear and make that connection with your audience. So if you guys keep watching my videos, you'll probably hear the same thing over and over again, but that repetition will hopefully help solidify it. Because this is similar to, like, we all know how to get a six-pack and be healthy, right? All you do is eat healthy, get good sleep, and exercise, and you'll eventually get a six-pack. But doing it is a completely different ballgame. Another thing while presenting is that you have to make your numbers meaningful to your audience. The bigger the number, the more you should give an analogy or a comparison, just to make your audience member feel more inclined to understand what it is. So when I tell you something like the student loan debt is up to 1.56 trillion, that's a massive number that you can't really comprehend, but that'd be the same as if we gave every American $5,000. Kind of like that stimulus check we've been waiting on. But by trying to make the number more relatable, you're better able to show how large the number actually is and better bring your point across. And also being sure to speak in plain English while you're presenting, it makes things a lot easier to follow and a lot less confusing for your average audience member. So not trying to use jargon during a presentation, and if you have to, trying to use something more relatable that the normal person could understand. And they give a pretty interesting quote in the book from Jack Welch, the former GE CEO, who said, "Insecure managers create complexity," because the more confident you are in what you're talking about, the better you should be able to explain it to anyone. And in every good presentation, you have to have your holy smokes moment, which is basically something that catches people by surprise and makes people definitely remember the presentation. But sadly, right now, it seems like the holy smokes moments for Apples is just that they're coming out with new colors. So I probably won't be getting the iPhone 12. I currently have the iPhone XS, and I'm just waiting for something more than 5G for me to actually want to get a new iPhone. And the last thing to do is to practice a ton. If you want it to look smooth and like you're not even trying, you're either going to have to edit heavily, but if it's live, then you're going to have to practice. And like most things, the more you do it, the better you get at it. So definitely you're going to have to keep honing your craft, just like I'm going to have to. So that pretty much sums up the book pretty quickly. If you're interested in it, I'll leave a link down below with the audiobook as well as a PDF of the actual book. Thanks for watching, guys. Comment below if there's any books that you think that I should be reading and I should make a video and give my opinion on. And if you could do me the honor of sharing this video with one person that either likes Steve Jobs or Apple or just books in general, that would mean the world to me, and it costs you $0 to do so. So I'll see you guys in the next one.